Hello and welcome to English Cat. I am so happy you are here today. This is a place for you to relax. This is a place for you to slow down. There is no rush here. You do not need to worry about grammar. You do not need to memorize new words. You only need to listen. Just listen to my voice and let the English language flow around you naturally. Take a deep breath. Breathe in slowly and breathe out. Let your shoulders drop. Let your hands relax. Today, we're going to tell a simple story. It is a story about a quiet, peaceful day. It is a story about finding joy in small things. Let's begin. The story begins on a Sunday morning. The sun is just starting to rise. The sky is a soft blue color. It is very early, and the world is quiet. Inside the bedroom, the light is gentle. It comes through the white curtains. The light touches the floor. It touches the wooden furniture. The room feels safe and warm. Anna is sleeping in her bed. The bed is large and comfortable. She is under a thick, soft blanket. The blanket is heavy and it keeps her very warm. The air in the room is a little bit cool, but Anna is cozy under the covers. She wakes up slowly. She does not use an alarm clock today. Today is a day off. Today is a day to rest. She opens her eyes and looks at the ceiling. She takes a long, deep breath. She stretches her arms. She stretches her legs. She feels her body waking up. It feels good to wake up slowly. She sits up in bed. She puts her feet on the floor. The wooden floor is smooth and cool. She stands up and puts on her slippers. Her slippers are soft and gray. She walks to the window and pulls back the curtains. The sunlight fills the room. It is a beautiful morning. The street outside is empty. There are no cars. There are no loud noises. There are only the trees and the birds. She can hear a small bird singing in a tree nearby. It is a happy sound. Anna leaves her bedroom and walks to the kitchen. The house is very silent. It is a comfortable silence. She likes the quiet house in the morning. She walks into the kitchen. The kitchen is clean and bright. She wants to make a hot drink. She decides to make coffee. She likes the smell of coffee in the morning. She takes a jar of coffee beans from the shelf. She opens the jar. The smell is strong and rich. It smells like energy. It smells like a good morning. She puts the beans into the machine. She pours fresh water into the tank. She presses the button. Soon she hears the sound of the machine. It is a familiar sound. It hums and bubbles. The smell of fresh coffee fills the kitchen. It is a delicious smell. While the coffee is making, Anna takes a cup from the cupboard. It is her favorite cup. It is a ceramic mug. It is painted yellow like the sun. It is heavy and solid in her hand. She holds the cup and waits. When the coffee is ready, she pours the hot black liquid into her yellow cup. Steam rises from the cup. The steam dances in the sunlight. She adds a little bit of milk. The coffee turns a light brown color. She adds a small spoon of sugar. She stirs the coffee. Clink, clink, clink goes the spoon against the cup. Anna takes her coffee and walks to the living room. She sits down in a big armchair near the window. The chair is very soft. She sinks into the cushions. She holds the warm cup with both hands. The heat from the cup warms her fingers. She takes a sip. It tastes perfect. It is hot, sweet, and creamy. She looks out the window again. She watches the leaves on the trees move in the wind. The wind is gentle today. The leaves are green and gold. She watches the clouds in the sky. The clouds are white and fluffy. They move very slowly. Anna feels calm. She has nowhere to go right now. She has nothing to do. She just sits and drinks her coffee. After she finishes her coffee, Anna decides to make breakfast. She is a little hungry. She goes back to the kitchen. She opens the refrigerator. She sees eggs, milk, butter, and fruit. She decides to make toast and eggs. She takes 2 slices of bread. She puts them in the toaster. She pushes the lever down. She takes a pan and puts it on the stove. She turns on the heat. She puts a small piece of butter in the pan. The butter melts. It turns into a golden liquid. She cracks 2 eggs into the pan. They sizzle. It is a nice sound. The eggs cook slowly. The toast pops up. Anna takes the hot toast and puts it on a plate. She puts butter on the toast. The butter melts into the warm bread. She puts the cooked eggs on the plate next to the toast. She cuts an orange into slices. The orange is bright and juicy. She puts the orange slices on the plate too. It is a simple breakfast, but it looks beautiful. The colors are yellow, brown, and orange. She sits at the small table in the kitchen to eat. She eats slowly. She tastes the crispy toast. She tastes the soft eggs. She tastes the sweet orange. She enjoys every bite. She does not look at her phone. She does not watch television. She just eats her breakfast and enjoys the morning. After breakfast, Anna washes the dishes. She fills the sink with warm water. She adds soap. Bubbles form in the water. She washes the plate, the fork, and the coffee cup. The warm water feels nice on her hands. She rinses the dishes and puts them on the rack to dry. The kitchen is clean again. Anna decides to go for a walk. The weather is perfect. It is sunny, but not too hot. She goes to her room and changes her clothes. She puts on comfortable pants and a soft cotton shirt. She puts on a light sweater because the air is fresh. She sits on a chair near the front door to put on her shoes. She ties the laces carefully. She stands up, takes her keys, and opens the door. She steps outside. The air smells fresh and clean. It smells like grass and flowers. She takes a deep breath. She locks the door and starts to walk. She walks down her street. The houses on her street are nice. Some are big, some are small. Each house has a small garden. She looks at the gardens as she walks. She sees red roses in one garden. She sees yellow daisies in another. She sees a big tree with purple flowers. It is very pretty. She walks slowly. She is not in a hurry. She listens to the sounds of the neighborhood. She hears a dog barking far away. She hears a car driving slowly. She hears children playing in a yard. These are the sounds of a happy Sunday. Anna walks towards the park. The park is not far from her house. It is about 10 minutes away. She likes this park. It is large and green. There are many tall trees. There is a small lake in the middle. When she arrives at the park, she sees other people. Some people are walking their dogs, some people are running, some people are sitting on the grass reading books. Everyone looks relaxed. Anna walks onto the path. The path is made of small stones. The stones crunch under her shoes. She likes the sound. She walks past a large oak tree. The tree is very old. Its branches are wide and strong. It gives a lot of shade. She walks towards the lake. The water in the lake is calm. It acts like a mirror. It reflects the blue sky and the white clouds. There are ducks swimming in the water. The ducks are brown and green. They swim quietly. Sometimes they put their heads under water to find food. Anna stops and watches the ducks for a few minutes. They are funny and cute. She continues walking. She sees a bench near the water. It is an empty wooden bench. It looks like a good place to sit. Anna walks to the bench and sits down. The wood is warm from the sun. She leans back and closes her eyes. She feels the sun on her face. She feels the gentle breeze on her skin. She listens. She can hear the leaves rustling in the trees. She can hear the water moving gently against the shore. She can hear people talking quietly in the distance. It is a peaceful moment. She feels her stress melting away. She feels light. She opens her eyes and looks around. She sees a mother and a child walking. The child is pointing at a butterfly. The butterfly is yellow. It flies from flower to flower. The mother smiles. Anna smiles too. It is nice to see happy people. After sitting for a while, Anna decides to walk home. She takes a different way home. She walks past a small bakery. The bakery smells wonderful. It smells like fresh bread and sweet pastries. The smell makes Anna stop. She decides to go inside. The bakery is small and warm. There is a glass counter full of treats. There are croissants, muffins, cookies, and cakes. Everything looks delicious. The baker is a friendly man. He wears a white apron. He smiles at Anna. "Good morning," he says. "Good morning," Anna replies. "It smells very good in here." "Thank you," the baker says. "We just baked fresh bread." Anna looks at the bread. The loaves are golden brown and crusty. She decides to buy a loaf of bread for her dinner. She also buys a small chocolate cookie for later. "Here you go," the baker says, handing her a paper bag. The bag is warm. "Thank you. Have a nice day," Anna says. "You too," says the baker. Anna walks out of the bakery holding the warm bag. She feels happy. She likes these small interactions. She likes saying hello to people in her neighborhood. She arrives home. She unlocks the door and goes inside. She takes off her shoes and puts them by the door. She takes the bread to the kitchen. She puts the bread on the counter. Then she takes the cookie. She goes to the living room. She wants to read a book now. She loves reading. Reading helps her travel to different worlds without leaving her house. She goes to her bookshelf. She has many books. Some are old, some are new. She runs her finger along the spines of the books. She chooses a novel she started last week. It is a gentle story about a family living by the sea. She sits down on the sofa. She puts a soft pillow behind her back. She puts her feet up. She opens the book. The pages smell like old paper and ink. She loves that smell. She starts to read. The room is quiet. The only sound is the turning of the pages. She reads one page, then another. She gets lost in the story. She imagines the sea. She imagines the characters. She forgets about time. An hour passes. The sun moves across the sky. The light in the room changes. it becomes softer. Anna feels a little sleepy. Her eyes feel heavy. The reading has relaxed her. She puts a bookmark in her book and closes it. She puts the book on the table. She lays her head back on the pillow. She pulls a light blanket over her legs. She decides to take a short nap. Naps are a luxury. Naps are for lazy Sundays. She closes her eyes. Her breathing becomes slow and steady. The house is silent. She falls asleep. She sleeps for 30 minutes. When she wakes up, she feels refreshed. She feels rested. She sits up and stretches. The light in the room is now golden. It is late afternoon. The sun is starting to go down. This is her favorite time of day. The light is warm and orange. It makes everything look magical. Anna stands up and folds the blanket. She walks to the window. The sky is changing colors. It is blue, pink, and orange. The birds are singing their evening songs. She decides to water her plants. She has many plants in her house. She has plants in the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom. She likes plants. They make the air clean. They make the house look green and fresh. She takes a watering can. She fills it with water. She walks to the first plant. It is a large fern with long green leaves. She pours water into the soil. The water soaks into the dark earth. She can smell the wet soil. It is an earthy smell. She talks to her plants gently. "Here is some water for you," she thinks. She moves to the next plant. It is a small cactus. It does not need much water, just a little bit. She waters all the plants. She touches the leaves gently. She checks if they are healthy. Caring for plants is calm work. It is slow work. After watering the plants, Anna feels hungry again. It is time to think about dinner. She goes to the kitchen. She sees the fresh bread she bought at the bakery. It still looks delicious. She decides to make a simple soup to go with the bread. Vegetable soup is perfect for a relaxing evening. She opens the refrigerator. She takes out some carrots, some celery, an onion, and some potatoes. She puts them on the wooden cutting board. She takes a sharp knife. She begins to chop the vegetables. Chop, chop, chop. The sound is rhythmic. First, she chops the onion. She peels the skin. She cuts it into small pieces. Then she peels the carrots. The carrots are bright orange. She slices them into rounds. She cuts the celery into small green pieces. Finally, she peels the potatoes and cuts them into cubes. She puts a large pot on the stove. She adds a little olive oil. She turns on the heat. She puts the onions in the pot. They sizzle gently. She stirs them with a wooden spoon. The smell of cooking onions fills the kitchen. It is a savory smell. After a few minutes, she adds the carrots and celery. She stirs them together. Then she adds the potatoes. She pours water into the pot until the vegetables are covered. She adds a little salt and pepper. She adds a dried bay leaf for flavor. She puts the lid on the pot. Now she must wait. Soup takes time, but that is okay. She is not in a rush. She turns the heat down to low. The soup simmers. Small bubbles rise to the surface. Anna cleans the cutting board and the knife. She wipes the counter. She likes to keep the kitchen tidy while she cooks. While the soup is cooking, Anna sets the table. She puts a placemat on the table. She puts a bowl and a spoon on the mat. She cuts 2 slices of the fresh bread. She puts the bread on a small plate. She lights a small candle on the table. The candle flame flickers. It gives a warm yellow light. The atmosphere is cozy and inviting. After 30 minutes, the soup is ready. Anna takes the lid off the pot. Steam rises up. It smells wonderful. It smells like home. She uses a ladle to pour the hot soup into her bowl. The soup is colorful with orange carrots, green celery, and yellow potatoes. She takes the bowl to the table. She sits down. The room is darker now. The sun has set. The only light comes from the kitchen lamp and the candle on the table. It is very peaceful. Anna eats her dinner. The soup is hot and flavorful. The vegetables are soft. The broth is warm and comforting. She dips the fresh bread into the soup. The bread absorbs the liquid. It tastes amazing. This is simple food, but it is the best food. It warms her from the inside. She eats slowly, enjoying the silence. She thinks about her day. It was a good day. She did not do anything big. She did not travel far. She did not spend much money. But she feels happy. She feels content. She realizes that happiness is often found in quiet moments. It is found in a warm cup of coffee. It is found in a walk in the park. It is found in a good book. It is found in a simple meal. When she finishes dinner, she blows out the candle. A thin trail of smoke rises from the wick. She carries her dishes to the sink. She washes them quickly. She dries them and puts them away. The kitchen is closed for the night. Anna is ready to relax for the evening. She goes to the bathroom to wash her face. She uses warm water and a gentle soap. She brushes her teeth. She looks in the mirror. She looks tired, but happy. Her eyes are calm. She changes into her pajamas. Her pajamas are made of soft cotton. They are loose and comfortable. She goes back to the living room, but she does not turn on the bright lights. She turns on a small lamp in the corner. The light is dim. She wants to prepare her body for sleep. She does not look at screens. No phone, no computer. She puts on some very quiet music. It is instrumental music. It has no words. Just a slow piano and a soft violin. The music fills the room like a gentle wave. She sits on the sofa for a little while. She closes her eyes and listens to the music. She thinks about the things she is grateful for. She is grateful for her warm home. She is grateful for the food she ate. She is grateful for the beautiful weather today. Feeling gratitude makes her feel peaceful. After a while, she feels very sleepy. It is time for bed. She turns off the music. She turns off the small lamp. The living room is dark. She walks to her bedroom. The bedroom is cool and dark. She walks to the window and looks out one last time. The street is dark. The street lights are on. They cast a yellow glow on the pavement. The moon is in the sky. It is a half moon. It shines brightly among the stars. The world is asleep. Anna closes the curtains. She walks to her bed. She pulls back the covers. The sheets are cool and crisp. She climbs into bed. She pulls the heavy blanket up to her chin. She rests her head on the pillow. The pillow is soft and supports her head perfectly. She wiggles her toes. She feels safe. She feels warm. She lies on her back and stares up into the darkness. She takes a deep breath in. She holds it for a second. She breathes out slowly. She lets go of any remaining tension in her body. She relaxes her forehead. She relaxes her jaw. She relaxes her neck. She relaxes her shoulders. She feels her arms getting heavy. She feels her legs getting heavy. Her whole body sinks into the mattress. The house is completely silent now. There is no sound from the street. There is no sound from the kitchen. There is only the sound of her own breathing, in and out, slow and steady. Anna thinks about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. She will go to work. But she is not worried about tomorrow. She feels rested. She feels ready. The peace of today will help her tomorrow. She knows that she can always find quiet moments, even on busy days. Her eyelids feel very heavy. She cannot keep them open. She lets them close. Darkness surrounds her, but it is a friendly darkness. It is a darkness that brings rest. Her thoughts become slow and dreamy. She drifts away from the room. She drifts away from the day. She is floating on a cloud of sleep. It is warm and soft. Good night, Anna. Good night to the house. Good night to the trees outside. Good night to the moon. And good night to you. Thank you for listening to this story. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you feel calm. I hope you feel relaxed. Remember, you can always come back here. You can always find a moment of peace. Take this calm feeling with you. Sleep well. Good night.